So welcome to our starter call. This is if you're going for DD, VF. You might not even know what those words or letters are. I remember when I first joined the business, my business partner was talking to me at corporate and she just kept shooting out all these acronyms. And Travis, my husband, said that I should just say LMNOP because we have so many acronyms in this business. So that will be
Right.
something that we cover and make sure you guys know what that means. And it could mean that you are trying to qualify your business and you've hit virtual franchise. But it is our first call, and let's see, it's November 2nd. And what we just want to start off with is kind of an introduction to our leaders who are leading this call. And so I am Lindsay Hale, and I am from Colorado, and I'm National Marketing Director. And my story with Juice Plus is kind of unique, but I've learned not too unique. I'm a personal trainer of about 12 years, and I had been approached by every product under the sun, and I said no, 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 and no. The only reason that made me take a look at this is that it seemed a lot better than maybe the multivitamin I was taking, and it claimed to have all these fruits and vegetables in it. I didn't look into any research or anything. I just thought that those fruit snacks I could get my husband to take. But me, I was already the healthiest human being in the whole entire world. Probably ain't going to do anything for me, but let's get him taking them. 30 days later, wound up pregnant with my oldest daughter, Tegan. We had been trying for 4 years. We had miscarried 3 times. And the light bulb moment was when I took Juice Plus into my doctor and I asked if it was safe to take while pregnant. And she starts listing the ingredients: papaya, pineapple, orange. Can you eat all that while you're pregnant? And I was like, A, you just made me feel really dumb. And B, holy cow, yes. And then Tony Olson handed me the pregnancy study on these products, which blew my mind. So after that, I couldn't shut up about it and went to NMD in about 18 months. So we are here to help you and enlighten you and make you guys some rock stars with some of our knowledge. And that being said, Destia, take it away.
Hello, I am Dr. Destia Skinner, and I am a naturopathic doctor and an NMD with the Juice Plus company. I have a little bit of a different story. I found Juice Plus 20 years ago, and I found it before I went to naturopathic medical school. I actually found it for my family. The moment I heard about it, I was young and like so full of myself and didn't need anything, but my family really needed it. So I don't know if many of you have that, but I really found it for my family originally, and then noticed that, oh my gosh, boy, did I ever need it. So I found it for my grandfather with cancer. He was given 6 months to live, and it wasn't a lot of things he could do. He wasn't going to do chemo and radiation. He wasn't going to make a lot of dietary changes, but that man could take those little capsules, and he could take a double dose, and he could take it every day. And he did, and he lived 10 years past his 6-month diagnosis. And I thank God for, the Juice Plus God for every single day that I got to have extra with that man. And every time he went to his oncologist, he'd be like, it's the Juice Plus, because it's the only thing he changed. He still ate his Whoppers candy. He still did his steak and potatoes because he's a Montana cattle rancher man. But it's something that's doable and possible for everyone. So for me, who loves fruits and vegetables and eats them all the time, I still take my Juice Plus. For my patients who are just trying to figure out how to get their kids to eat right, and they're telling them to do it and they're not, Juice Plus is a perfect answer. So it's an answer for so many of us that I decided to yell it from the rafters. And then I decided that maybe medical practice wasn't a real freedom approach to life. And I realized that my business owned me. I didn't own it. And I would get home exhausted like I am tonight. And I realized that when I did my Juice Plus business, I loved it. I'm walking the dogs in the park with my friends. I'm having my hair done. I'm doing my life as I do my business. And that is a really powerful concept that nothing else has. And so this virtual franchise became part of my career. It allowed me to be able to take a few days off of practice in which I work from home and do my Juice Plus business and love every moment. And it gives me more chance to travel and play. And I get to do things that I wouldn't normally do. Because I can do everything while integrating it into my life. So I love that component, and it's really powerful. So that's why I'm here. Yeah, thanks. Jessica! Only because I see your shining face right next to me.
I'm Jessica Donatone, and I have been with the Juice Plus Company for 11 years as of last month. And I'm a personal trainer and fitness instructor and mom of two now teenagers, which I'm like, what? I don't know how that happened. But I'm a qualifying national marketing director with the Juice Plus Company. And I started Juice Plus after shoving it either in the trash or deep into my desk pile for about a year, because I, similar to Lindsay, as a trainer, got approached with everything and had no desire to do anything other than what I was doing, which was some high-end multivitamins. So when my kids were 1 and 3, my 3-year-old was my pickiest eater. She would only eat carrots for vegetables, and I knew this was a problem. So I started looking into vitamins to fill the gaps for my kids, and I got quite terrified at what I found as far as lead contamination and toxicity by overdosing and all this stuff. So my friend who shared Juice Plus with me gently said, Juice Plus is not a vitamin, right? It's actually food. And I was like, no. And she said, have you not read anything I've given to you? And I said, that is correct. I have not. So that was my time to check out this Juice Plus stuff. The fact that it was a food label as a mom sold me right there to give it to my kids. And then as a fitness professional, once I started looking at the research, the body of research evidence that is on Juice Plus from medical universities all over the world, done on human beings, that blew me away. And that allowed me to, for a small $50 fee, say yes to my Juice Plus franchise. It has just been options for our family. So for me, first, it was taking away very early mornings every day and running around ragged, as most personal trainers and fitness instructors do, to wake up at a normal time with my kids and not like at the crack of dawn while everyone's sleeping. To buying a boat, which offered us some lifestyle options, sending my kids to a private Christian school, which was important to me. So it's just given our family options. And now my husband has joined me in doing Juice Plus full time. So that's super exciting. So it's kind of a family business now. That's my story.
Awesome. And there's one more amazing leader, but she's on the phone with like the vice president of Juice Plus in Canada or something, so she's running a little late. She's kind of important, so I'll let her introduce herself as she hops on here. But kind of what this call is to just kind of we're going to set the guidelines, set what this call is, like why the heck are we even on here, and answer any questions. So if you did not come to Indianapolis, we're going to kind of put this in perspective what this call is. Anybody on this call should be either brand new to the business or shooting for a virtual franchise or trying to qualify their business. These are the first steps in our company that help build a solid foundation for you guys to make a pretty solid paycheck right off the bat. Once you're qualifying your business as a virtual franchise, you should be bringing in roughly $500 a month pretty regularly. And that's just optimal, right? Who doesn't want an extra $500 a month? So that's one of the major focuses that we're going to be focusing on, is how do you get all the way to VF and be solidly qualified? And the cool thing about this call is that we're all working together. We are all one team, one mission, even though we're all sidelines. And, Jess doesn't benefit if my business skyrockets, and neither does Destia. But if we all work together, there's always more heads are always better than one. In fact, I'm just going to do my little share. We did a couple of these calls for leadership. And, I talked to somebody today whose dad has cancer and got a diagnosis, and boom, Destia's grandfather hopped in my brain, right? And I've never in all the years of being in this business have used Destia as a story before, but that is an incredible story. So even just our introductions, you guys might be going like, oh gosh, okay, let's get on with it. But these are useful tools to be able to use, right? Tomorrow you might be talking to somebody who's having trouble with pregnancy, and you'll be able to use my story. Or a picky 3-year-old that only eats carrots, and you'll be able to use Jess's story. And ultimately, you guys are all going to develop a story to be able to use too. And our stories are our most powerful tool in this business. You should be able to just spitball your story like that, and that is probably going to be one of the exercises we do on this call coming up, okay? But the idea is as sidelines, you guys might have an idea that somebody else doesn't, that you can share. Somebody's strength might be somebody else's weakness, and we can all learn from each other and utilize each other in this business. So it's really exciting. That's the whole idea behind this call. And to just kind of motivate each other to be better people, better at this business, better human beings. We have already set up, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if we set up this chat, did we?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I can't keep track of anything. See, I have 2 babies, like 3 and under. So I'm one tired mom. I'm ready for bed. So if I talk gibberish, that's why. But we will be setting up a Facebook chat with all of you guys in it. We're going to have some homework at the end of each call that's going to help progress your business. And as you complete your homework or you're really excited about something, you have a win, as Dr. Mitra Ray calls it, right? We want you to share, like, yeah, I signed up a rep today. Awesome, right? And so the idea is to share with each other, share the excitement. As we give you homework, if someone's like, heck yeah, I got 3 of the items done and you haven't gotten anything done, you're going to be like, oh crap, I better get my butt in gear, right? So we're going to make that, we're going to add you. Your uplines might also be in this call. They're here so that they can listen to what your goals are and support you in this. But kind of some of the guidelines we're going to go around are recording this call, right? I'm going to have you guys tell me, why are we not recording this call? We're recording this one because it's the very first one and we want to make sure everybody knows what these calls are. But can you guys give me a few reasons? Make sure you unmute yourself, because I think I muted just about everybody out except for the leaders. Why are we not recording this call? Any ideas?
Because we're brats.
So that we're held accountable and we have to put aside the time at the end of the night to do it.
And Mila, why the heck would that be important?
Because otherwise you can just blow it off. It's really easy to be like, no, I'm too tired. I'm not going to do this. But, and say, I'll just watch the video tomorrow. And you can't do that if it's not recorded.
You got it.
Raise your hand if you're not busy. Yeah, everyone is busy. We are all absolutely busy. We all have so many things to do, and we always feel like we're the only ones who are overwhelmed. So at least we have to make this time and set aside the time. So that's exactly it. You got it. Because
anybody else have anything to add to that? Any other ideas? I mean, what I'll say is that us as leaders, we're going to get together and come up with some amazing content on these calls that's only going to benefit you. And we've already been through these promotion levels and everything else. So we're taking time out of our day, out of our busy lives. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, right? Like Destia says, you're not unique if you're busy, right? So if we're taking the time out of our day and our lives to plan these amazing calls for you guys, out of respect, yeah, we ask that you hop on and kind of give us that same respect in return. And the more people that are showing up and the more excitement there is, the longer these calls are going to go on. So this is kind of just a trial thing. This is brand new for us, and we're just excited to kind of lock arms and see what we can do together, right? Together we can achieve more. That's what team stands for, right? We're all one big team. So yeah, just it's out of respect for each other, you guys.
This is Beth Joy.
I wanted to
just
add,
pop in and say,
Oh, wait, hold on. Destia Beth Joy, I think, is talking.
yeah, is that you guys really matter. Like, this is for you. So your input, your energy, your adding, your questions, you being engaged is the magic that makes this all happen. We can share the tidbits of information, which most of you have all heard, but the magic of you guys coming together, supporting each other, sharing your wins, sharing your stressors, sharing things that aren't working, that are working, is really what's the juice that's going to make this call turn to something that's going to be supportive and amazing for each of you. So you matter is really the reason we're not recording it. is because then we don't get, we don't get you in it, and that's key.
And Beth Joy, what were you going to say?
I was going to say what my upline just said.
Oh, of course you did.
That's the gist of it. You can't participate with a recording.
Exactly. And you matter big time.
And Jess?
Exactly.
I was just going to say, and if you're on this call, that means you're brand spanking new, or you're not making that first $500 of consistent residual income. And it's our goal and our desire is to help each and every one of you guys do that. So showing up on this call, literally 30 minutes out of an entire week, it's like having a status meeting for your job. So think of it that way. You don't want to miss it. You want to be accountable because we want to help you, but you got to help yourself first by showing up.
So raise your hand if $500 a month consistent residual income would make a difference for you and your family right now. Exactly. That's why we're here.
Absolutely. Well, and I'm just going, I'm just kind of playing the hard ass tonight. I apologize, guys, but the idea is just to set the expectations, and we want this so bad for you, and we're so excited for these calls that we want your beautiful faces on here. If my face straight out of the shower has to be on here with a baseball cap, then I want to see all your guys' pretty faces on here too, right, to participate. And we're actually all going to participate here in a minute. So if you are not on video and you are on mute, just know that we are going to be calling on you individually here. So I'm giving you a heads up. Okay. So yeah, show up 100% to these calls. One of the most beautiful things in the entire world about this business is that we don't have a boss. We have nobody telling us what we have to do and where we have to show up, how we have to dress. Like I'm doing this call from my bed, for crying out loud, and my toes are nice and warm under my covers, right? Like who gets to have a meeting like that, right? However, one of the most challenging things about this business is that we don't have a boss, and we don't have anybody telling us where and when, and like when assignments are due and when we have a deadline. Right? Nobody gives you those things in this business. So this is to kind of step the game up, like pretend, like Jess said, that this is your job and this is a board meeting that you are coming to once a week because it's going to do nothing but benefit you. So yeah, love that we don't have a whole lot of accountability in this business, but this call will provide it hopefully in a positive way for you guys. Deal? What else? So we are going to have homework. Let me see what time. We have about 10 minutes roughly. Okay, so we have homework out of all of these calls. And the homework for tonight, and we're just doing it until our next call, is to book 3 to 5 new events. Okay, an event can be anything under the moon. It can be a phone call. It could be a text message conversation. It could be a coffee. It could be maybe a regional is in your area. Maybe you have Dr. Sears come in to talk. Maybe you order some other ideas, guys.
Event, I think, shouldn't just be you making a phone call, but a 3-way phone call. Yes, so we got to get that right. 3 ways are how we do our business. And it's not the dirty kind of 3-way. I don't know if everyone's heard the word 3-way, but we don't do those. I don't do those kind of 3 ways. Maybe someone else does. I'm not calling any lifestyle things here. But a 3-way call is really, that counts as an event. Not just you calling someone. It's you calling someone with either a sideline buddy, but preferably one of your upline or one of your teammates.
Absolutely. So we're going to make that chat and it will be labeled a VF chat because we all want to be a VF. Actually, it'll be labeled qualified.
Qualified businesses. We have some people that are VFs, but they're just building a qualified business. So.
Yeah. So we'll say qualified VF. That's what we will name it, pod chat. Okay. It'll be on Facebook Messenger. If you don't have that so that it alerts your phone, make sure that you download that app and get it so that it alerts your phone. The chats we have so far, it's been so fun to watch them explode. Like there was somebody that's like, I got a new rep today, and then someone else was like, I did too. Like it's just so fun to celebrate that, and so forth. So we'll make that. Before we go any further, we are going to be calling on each one of you so that we know kind of where you're at in the business, what your goals are, and so forth, so we can kind of jot them down. But before we do that, I saw that Lindsay White hopped on, and she is one of our amazing leaders of this call. So I'm going to let her introduce herself if she's at a spot that she can. Oop, and now she froze. Okay.
Just as she put her finger to it.
Okay. Sorry. Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Sorry, I'm on another call at the same time. Okay. So I'm super, super excited for this group. I think this is like almost my favoriteest group. So my name is Lindsay. Am I introducing myself?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm from just outside of Calgary in Canada. I'm an MD, have been just since January of the year. I started about almost 6 years ago. And I started because of my daughter. I went to the internet looking for something to boost her immune system because she had asthma, allergies, eczema, and I just knew that I needed something more because she was on kind of the goldfish and yogurt diet as a 2-year-old. So we started Juice Plus kind of for the whole family, but definitely because of her. I didn't realize that at the time we were going to kind of be hidden benefits for the whole family. But when you have a child that is kind of sick like that, when winter comes around, they are sick all the time. It seems like all winter long. So 5 years later of being super consistent with the product, my daughter had 1 sick day from school last year. And then she no longer has to be medicated for her asthma. We've reduced most of her allergies, and she no longer has eczema. So, and through all that, I had another daughter who actually we started on the product at the same time, but she was 5 years old when she had a cold and had a day of school, and which is pretty phenomenal in our household because we're so used to being sick all winter long. So I am a personal trainer like Lindsay as well, and so I was noticing the benefits of, you know, with my workouts and recovery and whatnot, and with my husband being a firefighter as well as Lindsay's, there was a lot of prevention there. So we had a lot of belief in the prevention because of his job and, you know, the elements the toll that it takes on his body. So I started the business at the same time, just kind of looking for the discount. And I say to people often that keep going to the events, any event that you can get to, keep going to, because you never know who you're going to that you need to hear at that time. And so we were building a house, had 5 jobs all at the same time, and we got into a lot of debt. And I didn't realize that this business that we had only done for the family product discount, that was going to actually be our choice and our option on our way to get us out of that financial situation. So that quickly became our why. And so about a year ago, our family, we sat down and talked, linked arms together, and decided that we were going to make this business our out. So, or I should say our choice to have a better future. And so my first conference I went to 2 months in the business said that 5 years later, I was going to be an MD. And sure enough, in April, I did walk the stage 5 years into the business. Walked, I guess, I don't even remember what conference, Anaheim as NMD. So that is my story.
Woohoo! Well, welcome, Lance. And I told them that, you know, you were in some important meeting with the vice president or something. So, you know, that was a good excuse to be late to the call. But with that being said, you guys, we have 5 minutes, and I told you that we are going to keep these on the nose, 30 minutes. So with that being said, I'm going to unmute everybody, which I know is scary. But what I want you to do, I'm just going to call on you, and if you're leadership, just say your leadership, okay? But what I want you to say is where you're at in the business. So you might be a dealer if you just started, and what is your next promotion goal and date of the goal. That's it. 3 things. We don't have a lot of time, but we want to write down those 3 things so that we can keep track of them as leaders, okay? So I'm going to unmute everybody, and it's just going to be noisy for a second, so hopefully everybody's okay with that. Okay. Okay, Mila, you're up first.
I'm pretty sure I'm a DD, and I want to be a VF by the end of the year.
What does end of year mean?
December 31st.
Okay. Okay. Jolene?
Hi, I'm Jolene Houseworth. I'm VF, and I want to be SC by April of 2018.
Marlee?
No, but we want to know when she wants to have a solid qualified business.
Yes, that's right.
Jolene,
What's that, sorry?
when are you planning to create a solid qualified business? And do you know what that means? That's always the biggest question.
No,
Awesome.
don't, sorry.
You cannot know anything and come on this call. That is the point. That's why we're here. So a qualified business is 1,000 PVC running through your either your personal product or brand new people in your business, but your personal customers. And what that does is allow you access to team bonuses down the road, but it gives you a solid basis for you.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a call to really explain all of that. But out of respect, out of everybody's time, we're just going to keep rolling through. So talk with your upline to get a little bit more clarity on that. And we're going to take a call to explain that, like the whole half hour, to make sure everybody gets that. Fair enough?
Sounds good.
Okay. Jamie, I can't pronounce your name. It ends with a Z.
Okay. Jamie Kane Nims. But I am a dealer as of 2 weeks ago, and my goal is qualified VF in 6 months.
In when? The phone broke up.
6 months?
6 months. Okay.
You're fast tracking the VF, yes, Jamie?
Is that what that is?
The 2 months fast track?
Fast track to
Yeah.
VF in 2 months? Well,
So that's a promotion, and then the qualification is an actual volume.
okay. Then sure.
2 months. We're saying 2 months.
See, that's all the stuff that I don't know yet.
That's what we're going to cover all this. Okay, cool. Diana.
Hi, I'm new, and I have no idea when I want to be VF, but as soon as, maybe in the spring sometime.
Okay. All right, Mindy.
Hi, so I am a VF and I want to qualify my business next month and reach SC by December 31st.
Okay, Jackie. Walters. Okay, Katie, Morand. Jamie McClung. Okay.
I have to say that I'm very sorry that we have to, I'm so sorry to let people go because we have a Zoom launch at 8:30.
Jamie, what did you say?
Sorry, I heard somebody else talking. So can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So this is my second month, and I want to do the fast track and hit VF by the end of this month.
Okay.
Or sooner.
And some of you guys don't have names on your account, so feel free to speak out. Who else hasn't talked?
This is Natasha.
Natasha.
I'm in Lindsay's team. I'm actually an SC, but I have not qualified my business successfully yet.
Okay.
So that I'm hoping to do by December.
Okay.
And I want to be SSC by December next year.
Awesome.
Like a year. So.
Who else? Did everybody go? Hannah?
I am completely new and have no idea what I'm doing yet.
Okay. See, this is good because then this actually gives us content to cover, right? We need to cover all the details of all this. What does qualify even mean, or VF even mean, right? So, okay, cool. Anybody else? Didn't get a chance?
It's Marley.
Okay.
I started October 10th, and I'm a DD, and hoping to learn more and qualifying sometime.
Okay. Right on. Okay. Well, I think that puts us right on the nose at 8:30, and I know that was kind of rushed, but it totally gives us as leaders some content that we need to work on with you guys, right? We need to have an understanding of what I'm even asking. So, with that being said, leaders, anything else you want to add quick?
What's next week's call, Lindsay?
Well, Destia, check Voxer. So we're going to be here same time, same place. And Destia, catch up on Voxer. Actually, Destia, stay on for a minute.